Assalamualaikum and good day, Doctor. My name is Sabrina Ahmed and I'm from Group 3. Let me introduce my group members. We have Shobini, Mustaqim, Arubin and Gayatri. For our Total Quality Management or TQM assignment, we have chosen Toyota Motor Corporation, which operates in the automotive manufacturing industry. We choose Toyota because it is well known for its Toyota production system, which focuses strongly on quality, efficiency, just-in-time, jidoka, and continuous improvement or Kaizen. Toyota is also a good example for our TQM analysis because its manufacturing operations involve complex processes and multiple suppliers where quality issues can affect overall performance. Throughout our presentation, we will discuss Toyota's organization profile, the key TQM principles, quality diagnosis using TQM tools, the proposed TQM implementation plan, and finally, the measurements, evaluations, and conclusion. So let's begin with the organization's profile of Toyota Motor Corporations. Hi, now let's look at the organization profile of Toyota Motor Corporations. First, Toyota Motor Corporations was founded on 28 August 1937 and its headquarters is located in Toyota City, Aichi, Prefecture, Japan. Toyota's operations are strongly supported by the Toyota Production System or TPS, with key principles such as jidoka, just-in-time, and Kaizen. Toyota operates in the manufacturing industry, specifically in the automotive manufacturing sectors. Its production involves complex processes and multiple suppliers where quality problems can lead to defects, rework, downtime, and additional costs. In terms of size and scale, Toyota has 319,927 employees worldwide as of 31st March 2026. Toyota also has global operations across many countries. With such a large scale of operations, maintaining a consistent quality is very important. For its organizational structure, Toyota has a formal structure led by President and CEO Koji Sato, supported by various executive and functional groups. These include the Toyota Production System Group, the Production Group, the Purchasing Group, and the Customer First Promotion Group. The structure shows that quality is a shared responsibility across different functions within the organizations. Toyota mainly offers motor vehicles, mobility solutions, and automotive products and services, including parts, accessories, financial services, and after-sales services. Finally, some of the current quality challenges includes manufacturing defects, rework, process variations, human error, machine and equipment issues, material variations, and measurements or inspection issues. So, this gives us a brief overview of Toyota before we move on to understanding total quality management or TQM and how it can be applied to the organizations. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mustaqim. Now let's look at the 6 key TQM principles at Toyota. First is customer focus. Toyota put customer at the center by delivering safe, valuable, and high-quality vehicles that meet their need and expectation. Secondly, is continuously improvement or Kaizen. Toyota encourages employees to continuously identify problems, reduce waste, and improve their daily process through small and incremental improvement. Third is employee involvement. Employees are empowered to identify problems, suggest improvement, and take action This means quality is not only responsibility of the quality department, but involve employees throughout the organization. For its process approach, Toyota focus on managing and improving process to ensure consistent quality and efficient. Quality is not only checked at the end, but is built into different stages of the process. Fifth is leadership commitment. Top management lead by example, set clear direction, and provide the necessary support and resource for quality improvement. Finally, we have fact-based decision making. Toyota use data and fact to support objective decision and effective problem solving. Now, we have compared traditional quality control with TPM at Toyota. Traditionally, quality control mainly focus on inspection and detecting defect at the end of the process. Quality is often seen as the responsibility of the quality control department. In contrast, TKM focus on preventing defect by improving the process and the entire system. Quality become everyone's responsibility and it support just in time. Continuously improve long-term performance and supplier partnership. So, TKM at Toyota is about building quality into the world system rather than simply checking quality at the end. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Rubini. Now let's look at our quality diagnosis using TQM tools. In this section, we use 4 TQM tools to identify the main quality problems, understand their possible causes, and determine where quality controls can be improved. First, we have the check sheet. The check sheet is used to collect and record defect data according to the type and frequency of defects. For our analysis, we refer to a published case study by Rayadi and Hayadi in 2020 conducted at PT Toyota Boshuko Indonesia or Taibena. The study analyzed actual defects from the cutting process. A total of 5,312 defects were recorded. The main defects included small holes with 1,929 cases, rough cuts with 1,346 cases, and incomplete holes with 1,093 cases. There were also incomplete cuts and oversized cuts. Next is the Pareto chart. The Pareto charts help us identify which defects to be prioritized. Based on the results, the first 3 categories, small holes, rough cuts, and incomplete holes, accounted for approximately 82.2% of the total defects. This is important because it tells us that the company does not necessarily need to tackle every problem at the same time. Instead, improvement efforts can first focus on these 3 major defects as they represent the large proportion of the recorded problems. The third tool is fishbone diagram, also known as the cause and the effect diagram. The Pareto chart tells us what problems should be prioritized, while the fishbone diagram helps us understand why these problems may occur. For our analysis, these possible causes grouped into 4 categories: man, machine, material, and method. For man, we consider operator errors and whether employees follow the required standard. For machine, we look at the equipment condition and its issues such as knife wear. For material, we consider material quality and variation. And for method, we look at the work procedures and whether standardized methods are being followed. This shows that manufacturing defects may not only have one only cause. Several factors can be contributed to the same problem, so improvement should consider at different stages, consider the different causes together. Lastly, we have the flow chart of process mapping. The process map shows the quality control flow, starting from the supplier and incoming inspection, followed by production or assembly, in-process quality checking, final inspection, and finally customer delivery. Overall, these 4 tools work together. These findings will form the basics for our TQM implementation planned in the next section. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gayatri. Now let's look at our proposed total quality management implementation plan for Toyota. Our main quality goals are reduce defect, rework, customer complaints and supplier defect by 10%. We also aim to improve overall equipment's effectiveness or OEE by 5% and increase employee participation in Kaizen activity by 15%. To achieve these goals, we propose 6 total quality management initiatives. First, Quality Circle and Kaizen team will encourage employee to identify problems and suggest improvements. Second, employee training and development will strengthen employees' quality awareness and problem-solving skills. Number third, the ISO 9001 quality management system will support standardized process and systematic quality management. Number four, a customer feedback system will help Toyota to collect, analyze feedback for improvement. Number fifth, supplier quality management will ensure suppliers maintain consistent quality and standards. Finally, digital quality monitoring will use real-time data to track quality performance. The implementation begins with collecting baseline data and identifying root causes. Next, improvement teams will be formed, training and resources will be provided and a pilot project will be carried out. The result will be then be evaluated and standardized. Successful improvements can later be expanded across the organization using the PDCA cycle. The plan consists of 3 phases. During months 0 to 3, Toyota will focus on data collection, diagnosis and training. From month 4 to 8, the focus will be on pilot implementation, monitoring and supplier incentives. From month 9 to 12, successful improvement will expanded, supported by audit, KPI review and continuous improvement. The plan involves management quality teams, department managers, employees and suppliers. The proposed academic budget is RM85,000. Overall, the key success factors are strong leadership, employee involvement, effective communication, reliable data, and continuous evaluation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shovini from Group 3. Now, let's look at the measurement, evolution, and conclusion for our 2KM implementation plan. First, we use several key performance indicators to measure the success of implementation. The first KPI is defect rate. With a baseline of 25 defects per 1000 units and a target of 22.5, which represent a 10% reduction. The second is rework rate with a baseline of 8% and a target of 7.2%, also representing a 10% reduction. The third is overall equipment effectiveness with baseline of 85% and a target of 89.3, representing a 5% improvement. So the fourth is customer complaint with baseline of 12 complaints per 1000 vehicles and a target of 10.8. The fifth is Kaizen participation, where the baseline is 100 suggestions and the target is 150 suggestions, representing a 50% improvement. Finally, the supplier defect rate has a baseline of 50 defects per 1000 parts with a target of 13.5, representing a 10% reduction. To evaluate the result, we use regular performance reviews, internal quality audits, customer feedback analysis, real-time data monitoring, and benchmarking. We also use the PDCA cycle, which stands for Plan, Do, Check, and Act. This allows Toyota to identify the problem, implement the improvements, check the result, and standardize successful improvement. In the conclusion, TQM is TQM at Toyota is a continuous journey involving everyone in the organization. By focusing on prevention, continuous improvement, database decision, and customer satisfaction, Toyota can improve quality, efficiency, and overall performance. Thank you, Doctor, for giving us the opportunity to present our TQM analysis on Toyota Motor Corporation. We would like to also thank you for your time and attention throughout our presentation. That's all from our group. Thank you, Doctor.